This is the word problem section of 4.3. Going to go over one example here, and then we'll do a couple problems where I'm going to have you try it on your own, and then you can come back and watch me. Okay, so let's look at this problem. You install 500 feet of invisible fencing along the perimeter of a rectangular yard. Okay, so I'm going to draw a picture here. So rectangular yard, that's my fencing. I know the perimeter, the total perimeter is 500. And the width of the yard is 100 feet. And so this is 100 feet. And I know the perimeter, the way I get the perimeter, it's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So it says the length is 100. So we know what that is. But the width, that's what we're wondering. Okay, so I'm going to plug it into this formula. Perimeter 500 equals 2 times the length. Length is 100 plus 2 times the width. That's what we don't know. So let's put these two things together because we can. 500 equals 200 plus 2w. Now, so I want to find what this w is. Let's get all of this by itself first. So I'm going to get rid of this 200, minus 200 on this side, minus 200 on this side. That gives me 300 equals 2 times the width. Now I want to get rid of this 2. It's times 2, so I have to divide this by 2, divide that by 2. That gets me 150 equals my width. So 150, 150. Which makes sense because if I add up all of the way around it, 150 plus 150 is 300, plus another one is 400, plus another length is 500, which is that. So W equals 150 feet. Okay? All right, this one's a little bit more interesting. So go ahead and just try this one on your own. Maybe give it a few minutes, and then see if you can get it, and then come back and watch the video. Okay. It says you must scuba dive to the entrance of your room at Julius Undersea Lodge in Key Largo, Florida. The diver is 1 foot deeper than 2/3 of the elevation of the entrance. What is the elevation of the entrance? That right there is my key. What is the elevation? Because it's asking for the elevation, it means we don't know the elevation. So that's going to be my variable, x. Okay, so 2/3 of the elevation. So I know that 2/3 of means times. We don't know what the elevation is. We know the diver is 1 foot deeper. So we're going to go down 1 more foot. And that's going to equal, when we look here, we see that it's minus 15. So 2/3 times x minus that 1 foot is going to equal the negative 15. That'll get us to the, tell us what elevation the entrance is at. So now I just do my algebra, my 2-step solving of the equation. I want to find out what x is. I'm going to get rid of this negative 1 first. So I have to add 1 here, add 1 here. That gets me a 2/3 x equals negative 14. Okay, now I want to get rid of this 2/3 to give x all by itself. It's times 2/3, so I'm going to divide this by 2/3, divide this side by 2/3. When I do that, it gets me x equals, and then negative 14, I'm going to make that negative 14 over 1, divided by 2/3, we're going to multiply the reciprocal. And that gets me, I can cross simplify a little bit here. -7 times 3 is -21 over 1 is the same as -21 feet. So the elevation of the entrance is -21 feet. Right there. All right. Here's a dig deeper. A car drives east along a road at a constant speed of 46 miles per hour. At 4 p.m., a truck is 264 miles away, driving west along the same road at a constant speed. The vehicles pass each other at 7 p.m. What is the speed of the truck? Okay, so we have, I'm going to set up a little picture here. We have a car here. We have a truck here. This is 4 p.m. This is 4 p.m. We know the car is going 46 miles per hour. The truck is going, we don't know how many miles per hour. That's our variable. But we know that at 7 p.m., they will meet. And we know the distance is 264 miles. So the way I'm going to solve this is I'm going to figure out how many miles the truck has to go. And the way I can do that is I know that if this car is traveling 46 miles an hour and it's going from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's 3 hours. So 46 miles per hour times 3 hours, that equals 46 times 3. It's going to get you 138 miles. So the car is going to travel that far to get to the meeting point. So now, if I take 264 minus 138, that will leave me, because this right here is 138, that'll leave me how many miles this truck has to go. So 264 minus 138, that gets me 126. So 126. So the truck is going to go 126 miles in 3 hours. We want to know how many miles per hour that is. So 3 times miles per hour equals 126. So there's your equation. And then you just have to solve for x. I'm going to take my 126 divided by 3. It gets me x equals 42 miles per hour. So with the truck going 42 miles per hour, oops. There we go, miles per hour. And the car going 46 miles per hour, they're 264 miles apart, and in 3 hours each, they will meet at 7 o'clock, right there. Okay, so that is your answer. What is the speed of the truck? It's 42 miles an hour.